This week we are going to take a look at being superheroes, at finding the superhero within yourself, and about acknowledging perhaps a moment where you were a superhero today, or you wish you had been a superhero today, and that would have made today so much easier. But it's more importantly, it's about digging deep and looking within yourself and finding and accessing your own power and your own sense of power over yourself. So we're going to start with finding your muscular strength, which means beginning on your knees, and then you're going to put your hands down in front of your knees and under your shoulders. So if I just turn sideways, you can see that straight line there. And you're going to balance your spine from the tip of your head down to the bottom of your coccyx here. And the way to do that is to pop your nose between your thumbs, and then remember that your spine continues right up to your skull. So you want to have that really nice, strong feeling of length beyond yourself. And once you're in that position and you're comfortable, remember also to lift up your tummy muscles. So tummy button towards your spine all the time, because that will support that. And it will make sure that you don't drop and droop in and arch your back, which also, if you just do it for a second, you'll find it may feel quite uncomfortable. And equally, you don't want to go the other way, tucking in your coccyx and lifting up here, because that would be too strong and it hunches your shoulders, puts more weight in your arms, and that also can be uncomfortable. So try to find that nice tabletop feeling. Find a mirror or a friend to help you if you're not sure what is straight. And then we get started. And it's a very, very straightforward exercise. So we're going to push the arm out into your first superhero position, as if you're skimming across the earth. And you can stretch your arms out here with your fingertips long, or you can punch your arm forward if you wish to do that, whatever feels right for you. And we hold that for 8 counts. And then we place this hand down and we repeat with the other arm. And the arm should be by your ear. So again, you're continuing that line through your body, and that's for 8 counts as well. And now you repeat singly with each of your legs. So you stretch out that leg behind you, and this, just be aware, you don't want it to be low. You want those tummy muscles to have engaged, so that is coming straight out from the front of your thigh. And also not high, don't just sort of fling it up, because we don't want a banana shape. It's that nice long line, because you need your cape to be able to ripple out behind your legs. And then we repeat again with the other leg, and we hold for 8 counts in each position. Now from here, when you've got to 8, you're now going to add your arm. So you put your arm in front of you. So you're now balancing on one knee and one hand on opposite sides of your body for 8 counts. And then you put both down and you balance with the other for 8 counts. So from here, you're going to lift up the same arm as leg. So this is probably going to feel really wobbly, and you'll have to transfer that weight. Try not to open up like an envelope. Try to keep yourself still in the same position as much as you can, and balance for 8 counts. And then you replace both arm and leg, and you take the other position with the same arm as leg. There, again, holding that body and not stretching out that way, finding the balance using the strength that you have in your sides. And that's the end of the routine. So you've got one arm, the other arm, then you've got one leg and the other leg. Then you've got an arm and leg opposites, and an arm and leg opposites. And then you've got an arm and leg the same, and an arm and leg the same. And all the time you are managing that feeling and that lifting up of your tummy muscles. And you should really start to feel the use of the sides here and supporting the chest. and also try not to let this chest droop down here. If you feel yourself getting stiff here, or you're just not quite strong yet, then pause and do what you can do, repeating the things that you can do really well, because it is definitely always, with body conditioning, it's always about how well and what the quality of the movement is, and not just how many you do, because we want to make sure that what you do is really good for you. So we're ready to do this through with the music now. Just one little note before we do that. When we take this position here, I mentioned that you're keeping your nose between your thumbs and you're trying to lift up the chest as well, so that that's fully supported. The other thing is that as you do it a few times, you may become tired and you can end up dropping in your chest and also locking into your elbows, what we call hyperextending into the elbows, and the elbows come front, and you can see that on my arms. So as long as you keep the inside of your elbows facing each other, then this is a good position and a safe position for you to be in, and you won't hyperextend and lock. And it will help you to just keep those shoulders balanced as well, rather than sunk in there like a slinky panther. So we don't want that. We just want to be nice and balanced and lifted across the top. So if you're ready now, then we will begin. And off we go, one arm. And you punch it out and feel that strength balanced above the floor. Change the arm. Lifting up in the tummy. And now the leg turn. And still feeling that length out through the leg, beyond the toes. And a sense of length out of the top of the head as well. Add an arm. And now get ready to change both. And now you're going to change just your arms. And this should feel quite wobbly. Don't worry at all if you fall over. And change both. I've fallen over lots of times doing this until I found the strength. Back to the beginning. Just one arm. And change your arm. And now onto the legs. Checking those elbows. Make sure you're not dropping into your shoulders or your elbows. Change the leg. And now lift up the opposite arm. Feel the stretch right across your body. And the other arm and leg. And lift up the leg. So it's the same arm and leg on the same side. And there you are. And hopefully you should feel like you've done a really good workout through your body and you've found some strength. And then we're ready now to go on and learn the second half, which is your standing power position. So now we're ready to take the power position standing. So if you begin with your feet apart and underneath your hips, feel that sense of classic movie type superhero position. It's that feeling. And you also want to be nice and stable. So you want to feel nice and strong on your feet. So do feel your 10 toes and do feel that sense of balance through your feet. Try to keep your weight a little bit more forward perhaps than you might normally, because normally we might stand back here in the heel, but there's not very much muscle in the bottom of the heel. So we want to have that weight balanced really well in the front of the foot. Always as dancers, it makes you able to adjust and transfer your weight and accommodate any unexpected movements as well. So having found that nice stable position, you're now going to take your first power position. So you're going to shoot your hand up into the air and you're going to use your eyes to direct your force and your energy and your purpose as well. So we throw that up there. At the same time, feel the corresponding energy coming out and downwards through the other arm, and your shape is mimicking the shape of your legs. So you're up there and you're going to hold that for 8. Again, like we did on the ground, if you want to punch the air, that's absolutely fine. You can punch both hands or you can go long with your fingertips. Whatever feels right for you is the only important thing. So up we go, hold, 6, 7, 8, and then again. And we're going to do that 4 times. And there. And now we're going to add a little bit of balancing. So we're going to make that a little bit more tricky. So you are a superhero after all. You are going to throw that arm in the air, and at the same time you're going to shift your weight fully onto one leg. Now at this point, you might want to just balance on that ball of that foot to stabilize you. If you're feeling really strong and really on balance, you can actually lift the toe away, and if then that finds that you're too unstable, you can just pop it straight back down again. So it's as you push up, you're going to take the weight and lift it up and away, and you should be able to feel that length. And again, stabilize if you need to, and then we hold that for 8. And we're going to repeat that again on the other side. And then again, go back to the first side, so that all together we're doing that 4 times. And the most important thing as you do this is to feel that energy flow upwards and downwards equally. So it's that counter stretch through the body. After you've done your balancing on both legs, you're just going to increase that now with a little bit more movement, because we are dancers after all. And you're going to have a nice big circle, push through bent legs and up into that power position here. And up into that power position there. And we're only doing that twice, okay? Because the last 2 I want you to save for your superhero cape moment. And that is where you're either going to throw those fingers down or you're going to punch that out. You're going to lift up your chest, open out your heart, throw your eyes up into the sky. You've got your mission and your purpose, and you are going to stand there fully engaged, feeling all of that energy flowing through you, lifting out, making you ready for anything. Your cape is flapping in the breeze behind you. And you're going to hold that for 16 counts. So all the way through to the end of the music. And you're going to just engage with that feeling and feel that sense of power deep from within inside you. So I'll just recap that through again. So we've got the first very simple set where you punch up the air and you feel that pull through. We're going to do that 4 times. 1 and 2 and 3. Each time we're going to hold for 8 counts, so you have plenty of time to absorb the feeling in your body and find the sensation. Then you're going to add a balance to the same motion. Again, 4 times. There. And using your foot to stabilize if you need to, or lifting it out and away again if you need to. Then we're going to add in the circle with a nice bend and a stretch and extend that feeling. Bend and a stretch, and that's holding still for 8 counts. And then we throw ourselves into our mission and breathe. Breathe nice and deep and feel that sensation and that opening across the chest that's balanced through the back as well. And then that's the end of that routine. Okay, so we're ready to take our power position, feel like a superhero with the music now. So we're going to stretch up one arm. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repeat. And now you're going to get ready to add the balance. So shift your weight. And take the foot off if you can, but there's no requirement to. And now we get ready for the arm circle just twice. And now take your final position. So that completes this week on finding your superhero moments, with the first half of the exercise being about engaging your muscles and putting the strength and finding strength in your muscles. And you can repeat that as often as you need to strengthen yourself and to feel that real power, muscularity within yourself. And then you come up on your feet and you take your superhero positions and you find that ability to balance. You can lift your eyes and find a different way of thinking at any point during the day, in any moment. You need a tiny space to take a superhero moment whenever you need one, or whenever you feel that you are a superhero. I just did that, that's fabulous. So enjoy that, play with it and make it your own, and share it with people that you know and have fun with it.